I became Barcelona's president, but since then, things have not really gone down so well. I mean, I was literally voted as the worst Barca president in history, but not all of it was my fault. We were literally forced to sell 200 million worth of players. Lewandowski, Frenkie de Jong, all of them were gone. I mean, the gaffer Hansi Flick was really pissed at me for that. He even demanded signings from me, but La Liga didn't even let us do that. They just let us spend 40 million, which we used to bring in Samu, who's kind of been a flop so far. But still, we're Barcelona and we've managed to fight back with players like Lamine Yamal and Captain Rafinha leading us, and also youth academy talents coming through from La Masia, especially Dani Diaz. That kid got a hat-trick of assists on his debut. And with all of that, we've managed to get into touching distance of Real Madrid, 5 points behind them. But up next is the El Clasico, the first one of the season, my first as president. And if we can go to the Bernabeu and beat Real Madrid, the title race will be back on. But wait a minute, I'm just getting a call from Lamine Yamal right before the Clasico. Okay, I've set up a meeting with Lamine and he's now walking into my office. Boss, I'm one of the world's best players right now, and I feel like I deserve to get paid more. I mean, even Ferran Torres is earning more than me. I think it's fair that you double my wages. Yo, hold up. You do know that the club is going through a financial crisis? Didn't you see all the players we sold? I cannot double your wages. We don't even have that kind of money. But what I can do is pay you more than Ferran, but you're gonna have to earn it. Score in this Clasico, and I'll get you the deal. I think we've played it really smart with Lamine Yamal. First of all, I'm happy the meeting was about contract stuff, because yeah, I don't really want Lamine Yamal leaving. But yeah, when I look at this, Lamine getting paid 89,000 per week, and Ferran Torres getting paid 105, I can see why Lamine's complaining, fair enough. But hey, we've made a deal with him. We will give him a wage bump if he scores in this Clasico. By the way, we're just about 4 million in the bank. We really are broke right now, so it's gonna be hard giving Lamine Yamal a wage increase. I'm glad we negotiated it that way. But yes, boys, we're gearing up for the Clasico now. Hansi Flick looks feisty in the press conference. Looks like Hansi Flick is playing it safe for this Clasico, our strongest 11. Samu is starting, who's kind of been a flop. He's only scored like a few times for us, but I guess he's getting better. He's a young player. We need to show him patience. Saying that, the explosive Diaz from La Masia, he's on the bench right now, and you never know with Flick, he might bring him on. Off we go to the Santiago Bernabeu for the first Clasico of the season. This is how we're going to get back in a La Liga's title race, boys. We need to beat them. On paper, I think Madrid probably have the better team, especially after we were forced to sell all the players. But we do have Lamine Yamal, who is actually playing for a new contract, and he might want to get a goal quickly here, as he almost walked through the entire defense. Uh-oh, but here's Real Madrid on the attack, and Fede Valverde has broken through, and he's got the pace. He's going to try and square it to Hendrik. I knew that was going to happen. Araujo read that one really nicely. I don't see Kylian Mbappe, though, which is a bit of a surprise. Hendrik is playing instead. Good for us, I guess, as Rafinha looks for Samu, and Samu's made it count. I don't know how he controlled that, but a goal in a Clasico. I feel like an idiot calling him a flop because he's just scored the biggest goal of his life. But come on, guys, with 1-0, you cannot be happy against Real Madrid. We gotta push for more. And Samu's actually dominating here in that striker role. Haven't seen him play this well, and now he looks for Pedri, who's trying to get behind Rudiger. Looks for a pass for Lamine Yamal. No, the finish. I'll say this, though. We're about 30 minutes into this game, and we're teaching the league leaders a lesson. We gotta be careful, boys. Real Madrid do have the talent. Vini Jr. attacking down that side. Araujo didn't really do well, and Real Madrid get back into it. Jude Bellingham, of course. It's a Clasico, boys. It's never gonna be straightforward. But again, we're playing some good football. Samu here, looking for Lamine. Now Rafinha, no Militao. How is Hendrik just getting in behind like that? And Araujo, what have you done? How did you let Hendrik just past you like that? Of course his hands are on his head. Now we're the team losing in the Clasico. This is unbelievable, guys. Real Madrid are outplaying us, and Bellingham has made it 3-1. Hansi Flick's making a change. The young Dani Diaz is coming on, but I feel it's too late. Sending it through for Dani Diaz, but even with his pace, it's not enough. No way, guys. How has Rodrigo gotten in behind? And he actually puts that in as well. This is utter humiliation. We're getting suied by Rodrigo. I don't think things can get worse than this, boys. This is utter rock bottom. The media is not only attacking me as president, but also the manager, the players. And in this chaotic situation, I've now got a meeting with Hansi, and I really don't want to attend this. Mr. President, this is a joke. The club is in desperate need for transfers and more quality. You need to back me, otherwise I'm just going to offer my resignation. If in the January transfer window you don't get me signings, I'm leaving. Oh my days, guys. Hansi Flick has given us an ultimatum. If we get to the 1st of Feb, which is where the real season begins, the business end, and if we don't back Hansi Flick with transfers, he's legit gonna leave. I genuinely can't believe this. And I don't know what we're gonna do with about 5 million. The truth is, the club actually has a lot more money. Look at the profit we're making. It's just that we're not following La Liga's FFP. We've got until January to figure out how to comply with that, so we can actually make signings. But for now, the only thing the club can do is try and get back on its feet. We've got some really winnable games in November. The club needs results. Well, looks like Hansi Flick is making some changes. A 4-2-1-3 formation, kind of similar to his 4-2-3-1 at Bayern Munich. But I don't know if Gavi and Pedri are going to be able to play in that CDM role. But you know what? With the way we're conceding goals, we kind of need them to. In this new system of Flick, one player that can really work is Montes from La Masia. I mean, this kid can basically play anywhere. Look at the positions he's got. But it's a brave call by Flick to give him his debut. We lost to Real Madrid, but there's no way we're losing to Espanyol. Lamine Yamal gets us the lead. He's probably got it that he couldn't get a better contract. Eventually, he will get it, but he's gonna have to earn it. Oh, but Espanyol, I mean, come on. Why are we so bad defensively? It is a really good thing we've got Lamine Yamal who can walk through defenses like that. He gets himself another. But yo, this system's a lot better. We're winning the ball back. Did you see Montes there? I think Hansi Flick has got the tactics really right now. It's looking like his team, and that could result in a Dani Olmo goal as well. Let's go. That should be enough to get the result against Espanyol. But there's no room to rest. We're heading straight into a Champions League game, and I do see a few rotations in the lineup, and also there's Dani Diaz starting. He's on the left-hand side, and here's the pace merchant Diaz. He's going. Dani Diaz on the attack, looking for a bit of space. He's going to look for the pass. Fermin Lopez gets the goal. Another assist for Dani Diaz. How did that go in? Chesney? Guys, I'm starting to feel like maybe goalkeeper is also a position we need to upgrade at some point, because Chesney is not a long-term solution. He is 37. He's gonna make mistakes a few times. But hopefully those mistakes won't be costly thanks to Lamine Yamal. That goal was just world-class. I'll say one thing, boys. I do not think we need a new winger in this club, because Dani Diaz is just what Barca needs. He's managed to go almost all the way to the goal. The fact that we've got Rafinha, Lamine, and of course, Dani Diaz, I think that's more than enough. Once again, La Masia is solving our transfer issues. That's full-time, guys, and I'm glad we've secured a crucial Champions League win. By the way, guys, if you're enjoying the Barcelona career mode and want to see it earlier than everyone else, consider becoming a member. It's a great way to support me and the channel, the content, and everything. So yeah, become a board member, support S2GFC, support us. I'd really appreciate it. And okay, we've gotten through the entire month of November with mostly wins, except that one game against Las Palmas. But that's fine, guys, because we've clawed back the advantage. Real Madrid have to now 6 points. They do have a game in hand, but at least we're third in La Liga. Champions League things are a lot better. We're actually fourth, looking really good to get into that top 8. But I think what's really changed since that Clasico, this new formation is really working. Pedri and Gavi have adapted to those CDM roles. Montes and Casado, they're also playing a big part because they fit that role. Looks like even Diaz has been playing a lot of games. He's up to a 70. In fact, there's a lot of growth all round. Lamine Yamal's 87, Rafinha 88. This is what we need now. Now, if in this month I can somehow figure out a way to get through FFP, get some money to make signings in January, I think we'll have a team that can compete in the business end of the season. Meanwhile, boys, we're going to focus on La Liga. We've got a really tough away game. Look at that. Isco in the middle with Real Betis. And already Betis have a chance as Kubasi just walked through. Thankfully, he missed. Guys, we're finally in decent form. We can't be losing games. We need to get the win here. But yeah, on my mind, I'm already thinking, how are we going to generate money by January? I know the academy players like Montes coming in, the new formation, it's all helping us. But when it comes to the Champions League, the big games, we're going to need a better team. Right now, though, Pedri is sliding that one through for Lamine. Come on, Lamine. You want a new contract? You've got to be finishing those. Oh, wow. We've just been opened up, and no, Chippy Chip again. I thought that was in my past, but former Barca player Abde has actually scored against us. Do you know what? The more we go through all of this, I can see why Hansi Flick wants out if we don't back him. But right now, Lamine Yamal, brilliant dribbling. He's finding space where there isn't any, and he's getting the finish off. With Lamine Yamal, we can still believe. Oh, Lamine is breaking ankles out there, looking for Samu. Big chance, and Samu converts. It's been a while since I feel like he scored. And now the Pedri magic show begins as Dani Olmo gets the ball now. We're waiting for Samu to make the run. We should seal the game now, and Samu gets a brace. Finally, he's starting to shine. With that, boys, the gap to Real Madrid is now down to 4 points. I think it's definitely starting to feel like Hansi Flick is getting the best out of everyone. This system clearly works. Imagine what we'll be able to achieve if we can back him with signings. Maybe a more prolific striker if that's what he wants. Maybe a CDM, maybe a defender. I mean, we got to be prepared to give Hansi Flick whatever he needs, but how we're going to do it, I don't know. For now, it's another big Champions League night, and look at the stamina issues we've got. We've got to play the likes of Gerard Martin and Hector Ford. I don't want to risk Yamal as well. If he gets injured, we're going to be in the mud. Danny Diaz is going to have to play this. That's the thing. We're kind of lacking a full squad right now. But this team does have a lot of talent. I know we're heading to the Signal Iduna Park to play Dortmund, but I still believe we can get it done. Right now, at least we're in good form. I mean, when the Clasico happened, I thought, oh boy, this team's going to fall apart. But we've picked ourselves up, and now I think we can get something out of this. And already, Diaz, maybe his first goal ever. His first goal ever for Barcelona. Wearing the number 30 jersey. Danny Diaz from La Masia. Remember his name. The fact that it's in the Champions League as well. And now Rafinha looks to want more as he tries and guts this one back. Ferran Torres, the shark. Right place, right time. Bro, after that embarrassing defeat, I did not expect to be leading 2-0 against a club like Dortmund. Oh, but Dortmund have managed to really carve through there. And a cheeky chip, Szczesny got it. Finally, a keeper that did get chippy chipped. Tears in my eyes, boys. That's a monumental moment right there. And yes, boys, we've done enough to beat Borussia Dortmund. Another huge win. Bro, with our form right now, we should easily be able to finish in the top 8 in the Champions League. What I'm worried, though, is La Liga. We've let Real Madrid take such a big lead, but finally they're showing some cracks. It's 5 points the gap between us and them, and we've got a game in hand. But that game in hand is against Atletico Madrid. And oh no, Jules Koundé is suspended for this. Young Hector Ford is going to have to be trusted with the job. And oh no, after this game, the transfer window opens and we're going to have to figure out a way to generate money. Since we did lose to Real Madrid earlier on in the season, I do not want to be losing to Atleti. This is a game where we need to get a result. Lamine Yamal looking for a perfect cross. That's what he does. Rebound finds its way to Dani Olmo. We've taken the lead. That was the most Lamine Yamal cross ever. That's what he does. Samu should have scored there. But we'll take it, boys. Regardless, Barca take the lead. Come on. No, Julian Alvarez, he's too good, man. This guy's got the Barca gene. If we had money, I probably would have gone for him over Samu. Samu probably felt a bit bad when I said that, although he's trying to help us get back into the game right now. Rafinha looking for Lamine Yamal. He gets another one. This man today can't stop scoring. Oh, Julian Alvarez again, though. This time, Szczesny blocked him. Dani Olmo, and I see a run being made by Lamine Yamal. That was clinical from him. He's on a hat-trick right now. Can he go all the way is the question. Oh, the fake shot was not the right thing to do. Oh, I see that run being made by Samu. Can he get it back? He can for Rafinha, who fires this one home. 3-1 against Atletico Madrid. Barcelona are now at the level where we can challenge for La Liga. And we're doing this with barely any signings. With that win, guys, halfway through this season, we're right on the tail of Real Madrid, just 2 points off them. Oh boy, there's a lot of La Liga left. We're gonna be in the race. But right now we're in January, and our focus needs to be to get Hansi Flick what he wants. Because otherwise, at the end of the month, he's gonna leave. We need to find a way to use a bit of the earnings we're making. Need to get around La Liga's FFP and make some signings. That's what Hansi Flick wants. And apparently, guys, there is a way. The Spanish Super Cup, it's being played in Saudi Arabia. If we win this, we're gonna get a bunch of TV money, which we can show as profits for the club. And we need to confirm it with La Liga, but it should allow us to spend a big chunk of money this season. Because yeah, Barcelona back winning trophies, it's profitable. And yep, after a phone call with Javier Tebas, La Liga's president, he grudgingly agreed that yes, we'll be allowed to spend money if we win the Spanish Super Cup. And also, it's not just any amount. About 100 million. That's what we'll get to work with. Don't think we're getting that money gifted, boys. It was our money itself that we've generated from selling the likes of Ter Stegen, Lewandowski, De Jong. We're just going to be allowed to use that if we can show that Barca are back winning trophies. But before that, we've drawn Real Madrid in the Spanish Cup round of 32. Is this actually real? Drawing Real Madrid so early on in this competition. Not gonna lie, boys, I'm not gonna value the Copa del Rey all that much. I know it's a Clasico, but we need to prioritize winning the Spanish Super Cup because we need that trophy now so that we can spend money and bring in more players. So I'm using a lot of our youngsters for this game. I mean, look at the amount of La Masia players in here. Casado, Montes, Diaz, Hector Fort, there's Gerard Martin. Of course, we've got to have Lamine Yamal to give us a bit of hope, but I don't know if it's the right play going into an El Clasico with a team like that. Does anyone know where Kylian Mbappe is? Because once again, he's not starting for Real Madrid. I see Vinny, I see Rodrigo, but no Kylian Mbappe. To be fair, with the squad we fielded, I don't think they need Mbappe to beat us. And that's what I'm talking about. Rodrigo's already got in behind, and there was no way we were stopping him. Oh, but we've managed to slide Ferran Torres through. Is he onside? I think he is. Danny Diaz again with an assist. Bro is legit an assist machine, and the Shark has just scored against Real Madrid. Do you know what? I think Flick has really got this system working nicely. Even with our second team, I feel like we have what it takes to get a result here. Pablo Torre, I know the talent this kid possesses. Looks for a pass for Lamine. If he can get a shooting position, he can, but what a save. Oh, Vinny Jr., we need to push him off. We can't, though. Vinny coming through. Yo, what a challenge from Inigo Martinez. Oh, this is bad. Inigo is having to track back again. Brilliant defending. A proper defender's performance, that from him. Vinny has gone through and he can square this one easily. I'm trying to block all the angles. And nah, we couldn't do anything about it. It's Jude Bellingham. Madrid are 2-1 up. Lamine Yamal, though, wants to try and get us instantly back in this one. Ferran Torres might look for another goal. Pen. Ref, come on. Of course, he's not going to give a pen against Madrid. Bellingham again. Vinny Jr., it's too good. Real Madrid have just crushed us here. Once again losing 4-1 to Madrid. This is now 2 games in a row. We're out of the Copa del Rey. And most likely, if we get to the final of the Super Cup, we're going to be facing Real Madrid. If we get there and we lose, we're not going to be able to spend any money. We're going to lose our coach. We'll have 3 consecutive losses to Madrid. Oh boy, we can't let that happen. Okay, guys, are Real Madrid just toying with us right now? Why on earth have they put in a loan-to-buy offer for Ferran Torres? Are they actually kidding?
You got me.
We're rejecting it, but come on. They're just messing with us, guys. We do have a transfer offer for this Sergio Dominguez kid. He's never going to get into the team, so I'm going to accept this offer. But I don't want to be just selling players. I want to sign players. I guess it's a pretty simple solution then. We got to win the Super Cup, bring a trophy to Barcelona, show that this club is now being run profitably, which will then let La Liga allow us to spend money. Okay, the first hurdle is Athletic Bilbao, and no, we are not losing to them. Yamal, oh, that's a bad one. That's a bad one. Referee, bring out the red card. Oh, I think it's going to be a bad one. I think it's going to be a red card. Please be a red. Hey, it is a red card. Let's go. Oh, man. But again, free kick and there's no Leo Messi. Just makes me sad. But can Rafinha convert this? Surely it's not that difficult of an angle. All he needs to do is get this one up and over. Rafinha, oh, off the crossbar again. They just ain't Leo Messi, boys. That's all I can say.
It's too much. I ain't gonna lie, the glaze is wild, so,
But now these guys are a man down and Rafinha has just gone through. We should have scored there. Oh, and now there's space on a counter-attack here. Gavi is just running through. He's going to take this one wide. Let's try and look for the pass for Samu. Should be a simple goal, and it is. The man advantage is proving to be too costly. Okay, wait a minute. That's not part of the plan. How has he gone through and he's actually scored? That wasn't part of the plan. And it still isn't part of the plan. Here's Lamine Yamal. Couple of really nice touches. He's put it wide. I can't, man. Samu the truck. He's somehow going through here. Stops it. Back for Lamine Yamal. Looking inside for Dani Olmo. And there's the goal we've been waiting for. Surely we're going to seal this game now. And Dani Olmo gets a second. Through we go to the Super Cup final. And now most likely we've got a final against Real Madrid in the Super Cup. And guess what? We win that game. Next episode, we can actually make our first big signing at Barcelona, giving Hansi Flick what he wants. But if we lose, the consequences are going to be brutal. Flick will literally walk away and we'll have to be on the hunt for a new manager. And also, guys, before the final of the Super Cup, we will have a press conference. First time for you guys to ask your questions directly to El Presidente. So put them down in the comments.